Hello guys, Messenger of Death here, and we've been streaming this game quite a bit lately called Volzerk, and I apologise there's no stream today. I know I said I was going to stream on a Sunday. This is being recorded a few days prior because I forgot that Sunday is Mother's Day. So I won't be able to get a stream going, so I recorded this in advance for the sake of helping you guys get some more content on this game. I may do a few guides on this game as well at some point, but right now we are definitely going to be farming some expedition points, because that is definitely something that needs to happen. We'll go with those two, that'll do, boom, and we'll depart, because we are still trying to farm some good monsters right now, and getting some good monsters is definitely a must. I may do a few guides in this game on how to get really strong monsters, good ways to go about it, stuff like that. Because this game is definitely very underrated and not enough people are doing content for this game. And I feel like it needs a bit more love out there, honestly. We're still working on trying to get our tier 5 Fenrir prepared. So I want to make sure I have a strong pairing for each of my characters. That way I'm not hitting any wall, which is going to severely impact and hinder me. Now, the problem is it is still going to take me a while. Unfortunately. But yeah, this game is definitely very enjoyable. Some people suggested trying out Temtem, because apparently that's supposed to be really good, but you have to pay for Temtem, and I am broke, so that's not happening. Mother's Day coming up and everything, Valentine's Day just gone, we've had Christmas time that's passed. Like, me buying Hogwarts Legacy and getting screwed over on like day one, being able to stream and record it. And then, yo, tier 4, right away, let's go, that's what I love to see. Hell yeah, that's what we're all about here. We want to get some strong creatures. Anyway, where's I going? Oh yeah, then I also got next order. It's left me in a bit of a predicament, and I also need to buy a new controller, so my videos aren't impacted for the games that I use the controller for, but unfortunately, Amazon basically dicked me over. Because I was trying to get my mum a Mother's Day present, right? And I was basically trying to see about getting it before, because unfortunately I didn't get paid till like a few days before Mother's Day, right? Like 2 days before. Basically, yeah, so I'm then placing my order in. And it's like Amazon Prime, so I wanted it to come like, you know, before Mother's Day. I didn't want it to come like in the middle of the day or anything like that. And there was a thing for Prime. So I clicked on it, right, to have a look at Prime, maybe get like a month or something. No. There was no taking me to another web page. There was no referring me to a payment method and what games to go come on, brain. My brain is just not working. Oh yeah, which plan to go for? No, straight up just paid for the £95 freaking annual bloody Amazon Prime. Which just completely fucked me over. Because I cancelled it immediately. I was like, hang on, what the fuck? Like, you just straight up just bought it. There was no confirmation, nothing. I just clicked a button and it immediately just bought the year's subscription. So, thanks to that bullshit, I'm £95 out of pocket. I have to wait 7 days to get that money back. So they can take my money right away, right? From that one click of that button, no confirmation, no nothing. Took all my money, but I have to wait 5 to 7 days just to get that money back. Absolutely fucking disgusting. It's disgraceful. And generally, like, you know, stuff like this wouldn't happen to me. I'll take a +3. And stuff like that generally wouldn't happen to me, but because it literally just straight up just bought the year subscription. And I was just in the delivery section, right? Selecting a delivery method. And I was trying to get Prime so I could get it like a day early or whatever, and you know, save me a little bit of cost on delivery. Maybe see if there was a month's free trial. Just straight up bought a year's bloody thingy. No warning, no nothing. Just straight up just bought it. And if I'm going to get tricked by that, right? How many other people have been tricked by that? Gullible people. Like old people, for example, who aren't very tech savvy. If I can get tricked by that system from just a one-click button that just automatically buys me a year worth of Prime without me getting any information on it at all, how many other people have they duped into doing that and then they've had to wait 5 to 7 days just to get that money back? I feel like that should be illegal. I feel like that should be illegal. Because you know for well Amazon's done that on purpose. So it's not that's not a design flaw or nothing like that. That's done intentionally to get people to spend their money and not realise. And some tech-savvy people might not realise that money's gone missing from their account until it's too late. They've used the service. Because here's the kicker. If you use that Prime in any way, you're not getting your full refund back. It's a good thing that I noticed. My girlfriend was there behind me, pointing out to me that it said that you can cancel immediately. As long as you don't use it. If it wasn't for that, I could be £95 out of pocket right now. Paying for a year subscription service that I didn't even want to purchase. I just clicked on it to get the options, thinking it would come up like, which payment plan am I doing? A month? Am I getting a 30-day free trial? How much is it going to be for a certain amount of months? A year subscription? Like, I was not expecting it to straight up just buy the freaking year. So, yeah, things are a bit shitty right now. Some of the games that I have to rely on using a controller for, I have to wait a whole week just to get a new controller now. It's just really set me out of out of whack. And that's me stressed out as well because I have to pay for my PC payment at the end of every month, right? This PC that I used to do my videos and my streaming and everything like that. And I'm still paying that off. And I don't want to end up in debt because I missed a payment. And shit like that, that's just not okay. You know? That's just not okay. Now, luckily, I've got a week until that payment. And it says 5 to 7 business days that I get that money back. But that doesn't take any stress off my shoulders, because what if Amazon are late with the payment? You know? Stuff like that. It's, stressful. Incredibly stressful. But yeah. Anyway, we'll brighten the mood a bit. Try and change subject now. Sorry about the mini rant, but yeah, I just felt like I'd let you know what's kind of going on with me right now. If I end up seeing more stress than usual, I start getting more annoyed while gaming. Because I've got that stress on top of my head, thanks to freaking Amazon. But yeah, we are fishing for +3 and +4 creatures. Because that is definitely the most important. We want to make an incredibly strong pairing. Because every generation higher we go, the stronger our creatures get. Well, the thing is, I want a +4 to go with a +4, because that maintains the equilibrium of me guaranteeing that the creature I create will be a +4. If I go with a +4 and a +3, I'll end up with something like a +2, which is no bueno. Because by that point, I may as well just fuse 2 plus 2s together, which are a lot easier to obtain. I'll take the plus 3. Plus 4s are incredibly rare and the strongest you can find, bear in mind. So that's why you kind of want those. I'm going for plus 3 just for the sake of... obviously trying to make it so that I have a decent pairing. It's a lot easier to obtain than trying to fish for a plus 4. But... plus 4 would definitely be the ideal choice if I am to get anything. But I'll take plus 3s and plus 4s. 100%. Oh, okay. Well, charm successful. And we got an egg for it. I'll take it 100%. Goodbye to you. You're no good to me. No good to me. But unfortunately, how long it's going to take me to get plus 4 pairings for every creature that I need? Because here's the kicker, right? It's going to take me a long time because I need Etras. I need 3 Etras that are plus 4, right? And Etras are incredibly rare to find. Problem is, I also need the expedition points, which is from doing these, that I'm doing right now, in order to get them. So I need 3 plus 4s, which are already rare enough as it is to get a plus 4. Let alone 3 Etras, when Etras are already rare. It's a lot. It's going to take me a while to get these perfect pairings, but it's going to benefit me in the long run. Because it means I will no longer hit any walls throughout going through this game. And the best part is, it's completely free to play this game. You don't have to spend a penny. Just have to be willing to farm enough to get the stronger creatures. Which I'm all for, definitely. I definitely need to make a really strong S-rank mage creature. Because she is, this character, they may be 1-star, but they do have something really nice. They have something which increases the pairing chance. And I can transfer that onto a creature. Which means, you know, when you see me try and pair, it says pairing failed. That's perfect timing. Well, if I can get a monster with her skills, I can remove the chance of that happening quite a lot, bear in mind. Because she... is there a way to see her skills? Unfortunately not right now, which is annoying me. Well, anyway, she has plus pairing chance and stuff like that, so I don't have to worry so much about the pairing fail. Yeah, it's going to take me a lot because you need like 8 plus 4s, fuse those plus 4s together, Then those +4s need to fuse together. When it's like another set of +4s which fuse together. So yeah, it starts off with 8. 8 +4s. Those fuse together. Then you'll have 4 +4s. You have to fuse those together. Then you fuse those together again. It's a lot. it is a lot, honestly. I mean, ideally, if I really wanted to go for like a perfect creature, I'd try and get a S rank across the board in terms of the stats. So I'd have +4 with S, 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 S. Problem is, chances of getting that, I've only ever seen one S, 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 and I've never had a +4 S, 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 S. So, yeah, incredibly not likely, to say the least. Incredibly not likely. Yeah, so this would need to be S, 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 S. Chances of happening are pretty much non-existent, but if you could get that with a +4, that'd be ideally the strongest creature that you can get. The problem is you'd probably be farming for months if you wanted to do that, and it's not necessary. It'd definitely mean you'd have like the strongest pairing you can get, but it's definitely not necessary. So you don't need to do that. Getting just a +4 creature is so much better to pair with a +4 creature. If you can get the S's with it, sure, definitely want it. But you don't have to do that, which is the best part. Okay. Do we have a good Bofi? No, we don't. We have a terrible Bofi. +1. No good. Unfortunately. But I love how pick up and play this game is. Like, yeah, there is a bit of grinding to be done, but it's not as strict as, say, some other games. And this is definitely something I could just record, stick off for a bit, and just casually play. No stress, no worry. Just fight some stuff for a while, get some nice strong creatures. You definitely feel rewarded for your hard work when it pays off, you know? Oh, yes! Let's go, baby! This is what we want. The +4s, definitely. But yeah, if I could get like S, A, or something like that, it'd be so much better. But it doesn't need to be that great. It's just mainly for people who want to min-max. Like, if you want to min-max, all power to you. I just want the +4, so I definitely have a strong creature and I can clear all the content. I think if they added like PvP to this game, like the ability to fight other people's monsters or something, how they would do it, I really don't know. I don't think they could have it the way we are right now. Like, I'm flying around on the creature and controlling it. I think it'd have to be a bit like a Pokemon battle scenario, so different creatures have different moves they can do, and you would select a move and try and defeat your opponent's monster. I feel like that would probably be something a bit more akin to how PvP could work in this game. But the fact that you can breed with other people's monsters in this game is definitely amazing. Make a very strong pairing. Sadly, no plus. Oh well. Sentry beast, let's go. Plus 3, I'll take it. So the thing is, if I am going to use plus 3s, I want to fuse them with plus 3. Fusing them with plus 4 would definitely be a waste. Because I'd end up with less than what I originally had. So that's why you'll see me taking these plus 3s at least, even though they're not plus 4, because chances of finding a plus 3 are definitely higher than a plus 4. So I can get pairings easier. I'll take it. That's a really terrible one though. 3 Ds and an A. That is awful. But you probably sat there, if you haven't really been watching the machines, going like, oh, why am I still taking it? Because the stat increase is just better overall. See, when I fuse creatures together, it will randomly choose out of those S, A, C, etc. what I will end up with, right? So I'm not always guaranteed to end up with SSSS. Like if I have like 3 S's with another 3S, and we have 2 A's, there's a chance I could end up with an SSAA. Despite me having more S's. Because it's random what it chooses to give you, right? So that's something I can't control. However, the plus 4, or plus 3 for example, I can always guarantee and control. So you gotta think about it like this. If you've ever played Pokemon, there's a thing called EVs, right? So, fighting certain creatures will earn you EVs, which means you can make your Pokemon stronger. Well, that's the way the plus 4 system works, but rather than it being like battling to gain bonus stats, it just means your creature has a higher base stat total instead. So, let's say this creature has 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 in every single stat as a base stat, right? Having a plus 4, it could be 200. That's just an example, right? So that creature would start off with 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. Then, I fuse it with another creature that's 200, 200, 200, 200. That means I can end up with a Generation 2 creature with 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Does that make sense? That's not how it specifically works, in terms of like the actual stat number I would get for having a plus 4. That's just an example of what it would work. Whereas if I had just gotten the standard one, that's 50, 50, 50, and then paired that with a 50, 50, 50, 50, I could end up with like 100, 100, 100, 100, rather than the 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. I hope that explains it clear enough. It makes sense in my mind. I just hope it's enough to make sense in yours. Da-da. +1, no good to me, sorry. +3, I'll take it. So far we got some strong creatures. Just going quite nice. We got 5 minutes on the timer, and I could carry on. Just running around once it wears off. But I am going to leave and come back. See, ideally, if I just want to farm specifically expedition points, then I would obviously not purchase any upgrades and just keep running around for hours and fighting like this, basically. And keep fighting creatures over and over and over. Because I'm trying to actively recruit as well. I'm not getting as many expedition points, and I'm spending some of them to get the pairing up and the appearance rate up. So I'm not getting as many, but I am getting more creatures overall, which is definitely a huge plus. Because I want more creatures, so I can make some really strong pairs. I think what I'm going to have to do is, in my own time, farm like 500,000 like expedition points, and just spend them like crazy, hunting like perfect teams. Because obviously there are some places where I can get certain creatures higher chance rate, right, than others. For example, certain missions will guarantee give me a monster of a certain type, and others will. But the ruins tend to be the best places to get some of the creatures because they have a guaranteed appearance rate out of a set, like, amount of creatures that will appear. Like, on this map, I can find a standard Eatra, for example. This is an air Eatra. But the chance of finding a standard Eatra on this map is incredibly small, right? I think I've only ever seen, like, 2 of them. I'll take +3, hell yeah. 2 or 3 of them on this map. And I've run this expedition, like, maybe 10 times, right? Whereas the dungeon, it appears there more often because it's not in as big of a pool of creatures that I can run into. No problem is, in order to do like the mini dungeons and whatnot, it costs me expedition points every single time, and obviously I want to get the pairing rate up, of course, to increase the chance of me getting paired with those creatures that I'm specifically hunting. And it can easily cost you quite an arm and a leg quite quickly. Each run takes about 10 minutes as well, so it can be quite time expensive as well. But it's going to pay off in the end. We are running low on time. So we want to get as many creatures as we can right now, while we have got limited time left. See, I haven't really figured out which is the best path yet. See, if I run between these three, I can get a monster quite quickly. But this limits the amount of monster types I will encounter, for example. Whereas if I run around the whole entire map, I have a wider variety of monsters I can find, but probably encounter less monsters. So I need to try and figure this out in what to do, really. Yeah, +2, no good to me. 30 seconds to find a creature to fight. Can I make it in time? I think I could. Barely, mind you. I definitely could. Or not, because the creature doesn't really... Oh no, there it is. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Quick. Unfortunately, no strong. Okay, our timer run out, so we're going to return. We'll see what we get out of those eggs that we got in the expedition. We got 2 eggs, which is very nice. We'll definitely take those 2 eggs. Okay, and we are getting a Bofi. Are you a good Bofi or are you a bad Bofi? You're a bad Bofi. The Flame Q1 +2. Yeah. Goodbye. Okay. Now, there are certain pairings I'm obviously going for that I need to find. So we're going to see how... See, this pairing would seem nice. You see a +3 and a +4, but this will make a +2, which is really annoying. This would guarantee a +3, but I want a +4, you know? And some of the reason I'm getting a phone call. Okay, sorry about that. I had to answer a phone call. But yeah. What else do I need? What else do I need? I also am looking for... See, I need to find a really strong Chi-Chill as well as an Etra. That's +4. Unfortunately. And I just haven't been lucky in that department. Because there are a few creatures I need, which are going to require that. But I've just not been fortunate enough. Like, that could have been so good if I was just a +4 to go with it, you know? There's just unluckiness in that aspect. But you really need to set and decide on which one you're going for. If I'm going for a +4, I need to make sure I'm sticking with +4s, you know? I'm only going to get +4 creatures and make sure I merge them together. If I'm okay settling for a +3, then I need to make sure all the creatures I use are a +3. So I'm definitely getting a good pairing. Ah, that is beautiful. Very beautiful. I have a good strong bunny. I need one of these, so I'm definitely going to fuse these 2 together. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate here. And, we're going to go with her. Start initiation. And hopefully we get the attack. And we do. Hell yeah. And as for this Etra, destroying a weak spot, right skill attack, destructive patience. I'm gonna go with this character again because there's one thing that I do want is the passive to transfer over. Hey, let's go. So, we got Distress Strike Heroism. Remaining HP below 50%. So if I go under 50% health, I'm going to get a bonus attack. And this will get bonus attack. Now this is why I talk about the S being so great. So I'm getting the maximum amount of effects I can get. And when my creature's at a +4, I'm only getting another 6%. Another 6%. You see what I mean? It's going to stack. So if I'm getting like 1,000, 1,000, and I'm getting 6% of that, you know, that's like, what, another like 100 and odd extra attack power? It's huge, right? Now, the reason why I'm also going for this character is because this character can also give me attack in certain places. Which is definitely something that I want to go for. This character can give me attack as well. But it depends on what you're going for. For this one, obviously I'm going for as much attack as I can get. And I think we got it, did we? We got attack. Okay. And since I am definitely going to be fusing these two and using them, why not? Okay. I don't really care for the D rank skills. Like, they're of no importance to me. Really doesn't matter. But I'm just, because I can get skills in other places, I'm going for it, you know? As this +4, I'm definitely going to be using. Now I want to crossbreed. And because I've gone with 2 +4s, I'm going to end up with +4 Generation 2 creature. Right? And hopefully, those S ranks transferred over. And we got this. And we got this. Now, unfortunately, not the greatest. I was hoping that I would have had more attack than this. And a third one. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Now, there is also a feature called Awakening you can mess around with. And I could awaken this lot. And what you can do is you can lock certain skills that you want to keep. So if it's something that you want, you can lock it in, keep it. And it'll try and awaken your other skills. But obviously you want to make sure you're going for the right ones that you want to keep. Now I don't really care for any of these. Other than these two. So if I was to do Awakening and make it even stronger, I'm going to Awaken and make it even stronger. You're about to begin Heart's Awakening. Okay. So we awaken some hearts there. Which isn't too bad, I guess. The only problem is, now this bunny needs to form with another +4 creature. And those two need to form together to make another creature. The problem is, I need 2 other creatures to fuse together to make another creature. And then those two need to fuse again. It really adds up and stacks to a lot. But I am happy that I managed to get a good +4 creature. Could have been better, but I will take it. Because remember, the +4 is the most important for me right now, as that allows me to do all the content. But we're definitely having some fun. What other creature do I need? I need a powerful one of these. But I don't have a good +4 with +4 to go together, unfortunately, here. So I have to keep farming until I eventually have what I need. I can find a +4 Etra, confuse it with this, and I can get a really strong Etra. The Hark, I mean, sorry. And that'd obviously be huge. But unfortunately, that will require some more farming. Then I also need to make a +4 of this, which is definitely going to be a tough one, so I need a... Actually, wait. What about my +4 Dark I've got? Where's my +4 Dark to go with the Drago? Huh? Let's find my Dark somewhere, wherever the hell it is. You know what? Make this simple. Name. I'm not searching around for half an hour. Dark. +4 Dark. And a +4 Drago. I see the issue. They're both male. Yeah, that's why. Okay. So yeah. But it's good that I have those perpendicular together at least. Well, I think I'm going to call the video here. No way I can get it uploaded for Sunday, because I just don't have time to stream with it being Mother's Day and everything. So, if you have enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.